This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nick Selena. Hi, everyone, and hi to all the dudes tuning in. This episode is called Dude, You Gave Me the Ick. 15 things not to do when dating. Guys, I'm not attacking you. You know I love you. But there are some ick moments where I'm like, oh, you've ruined it. You ruined it. Nah, get out. Can't. And once I get the ick, I can't go back. I don't think many people can. It's like a turning point in the dating phase where you go, nah, you kind of, ugh. In fact, there's one example, you know I love examples. I was seeing this guy for a while recently, and I can't remember what he said or did one morning over breakfast. I just went, ugh, inside, cringed, and I can't look at him and say, I haven't spoke to him since. I have no interest. 1 minute, I'm like, all in, and then I was like, oh fuck, nah, no, and I just couldn't look at him in the same way since. So sorry about that, bro, but not really. So what is the ick? The ick is something you say or do, usually in the early stages of dating, where you basically just turn the person off. It's very distressing when you're on the receiving end of that. If you don't know what you've done, or you think you're, getting comfortable with someone and then suddenly they just disappear. It does suck. I'm not making light of that. But this is kind of a helpful episode for you guys in that this is the kind of list of shit that gives me the ick when I'm dating. To kind of avoid doing that, right? Or at least if you're a girl tuning in, you can be like, yeah, that list, that definitely gives me all the ick as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into my 15. I'm sure it will trigger some of you. Sorry, not fucking sorry. Point 1. Inappropriate photos. Ew. Okay, I got sent one recently. It wasn't actually that inappropriate, but the pose that I got sent, as soon as I saw this photo, I was like, nah. No interest in meeting this person ever again. It gave me the ick because it was just the oddest pose I've ever... I even think recalling it is cringing me out. But I'm not just talking about weird poses. I mean inappropriate photos like dick pics or random shit that I don't want. Like if I don't know you and you're sending me random photos of your day, and I don't just mean selfies, I mean random shit are going, oh, look at my coffee or something. I'm like, what? I feel like you can really overshare too quickly and don't send inappropriate photos too quickly. Also, don't send your fucking dick photo or a gym selfie topless. Like, oh, it's like, babe, can't wait to see you. And you've pulled your top up and showing like your 4-pack. Cringe. Ick. No. Bye. Point 2. Not looking a fucking thing like your photos. If I've met you online and I rock up and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you filtered that or you photoshopped that, or like, I've got the ick. Not because I have an issue with how you look in person, but because I have an issue with the fact that you overly filtered your photos, so you must feel quite insecure with yourself and how you look. That's where my brain goes. I go deep, man. I go immediately deep. You are insecure or you have low self-esteem because you haven't put your real face out there, right? Or you've lied about something and the photo you've put up matches the lie, but then in reality, it's fucking obvious that that was a lie. Then I'm not interested, immediately not interested. I'm like, ew. Like, bro, if you're not real from the get-go, you've got literally zero part of my attention from this point on. It's a big fat no from me. Point 3, jumping in too fast, too soon. I am not kidding with this. There has been a guy that I met and like went for chilled coffee and basically started talking about wife stuff before I'd even met up with him on the second date. As in like, I want to make you my wife. He weren't joking, yo. He's being serious. Of course, I appreciate. I'm fucking hot shit. I would make a great wife for anyone. We know this. But how do you know you want me as your wife when all we've done is had a fucking coffee? Yes, we were texting and conversing. Yes, I had a lovely time at the coffee. But when he started doing that shit, it felt like it was escalating to the point I didn't even want to do a second, third or fourth date, which I would have done if he'd chilled the balls out. And whilst it was an ego boost, that doesn't say to me, you're a solid, stable man. I got the ick because he was talking to me about wifing me up with, I'm not joking. I didn't misread the signs. He was being fucking serious. And I would try and joke it off. No. He was beelining to stitch me down. So I stitched him up. Bye. Gone. No thank you. Point 4, you have a demeanour of being above me or more intelligent or demeaning conversations. Ooh, ick. I went on one date back in London. I think I wrote about it. I called, like, don't Sherlock me, Dr. Watson or something like that. The irony of me being called Watson as a surname and Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson was, not missed on me. But basically this guy was, like, a good-looking boy. Not amazing, obviously just drivel. We met in this really chilled East End pub and he kind of Sherlocked me. So I sat down and then he's like, oh yeah, I don't like looking in the mirror. The mirror's behind my head. Can we switch places? So I just look just at you. And then as we switch places, he then starts going like, oh, so you do this for a living. So you do that for a living. So I take it like you got mummy issues. I was like, excuse me. Well, you talk about sex and dating and love. Obviously you're trying to prove a point, trying to get out from like underneath your feet. Would you say that you're in your sister's shadow? He went stuff like this. You've got red lipstick on, so you're obviously trying to be seductive, but I sense some insecurity behind that because of this, and this, and the way you sit and the drink you've ordered. I'm not kidding. He went to town on me. I'm assuming most women would be like, oh my God, you're so intelligent and observational. I got really fucking angry. So I waited till he spilled out, and I'm talking his spiel, and half of it was bollocks. And then I went, is it my turn? And he was like, yeah, oh, of course. Let me have it. Like, what's your first impressions? And I was like, firstly, you switched the mirror seat because you couldn't bear the mirror behind my head when you're looking at me, either because you don't want to look at your reflection because you have low self-esteem and you don't like the way you look, or you so love yourself that you wouldn't be able to stop looking at yourself whilst I'm trying to talk to you. Either option, I don't find attractive. You should be able to sit and talk to me with a mirror behind my head without looking at you and just looking at me. Secondly, look at the clothes you turned up in. They got holes in, but you've done that on purpose because you haven't come on a first date with holes in your clothes. You're trying to portray a devil-may-care attitude, which makes me think you're actually quite the opposite and you really do care and you are quite insecure, which is another reason why you felt the need to oversteam me with your Sherlock vibe intelligence and observations when actually also you're 80% wrong, but you're trying to assert yourself with a woman that you think's really assertive because you are not assertive. I went on and on and on. And then I said, thank you so much for the drink. I am done now. And I left. He texts me, desperate to see me afterwards, apologising. I took it all the wrong way, blah, blah, blah. I didn't. I got him spotting the money. Don't talk to me like you're above me, right? You're never, ever going to get past that chat. If that is what you want to sit and do, good luck to you, dude. I ain't fucking dealing with that. Absolutely not. If you act like you're talking down to me, you're CEO or something, or this, that, and the other, bore off. No interest. We're an equal player field here, you and me. You want to go on the date with me? You act like you want to be on the date with me and get to know me on a chilled as fuck level. Okay? Point number 5, really bad kissing. Self-explanatory. You slobber around my face like you got fucking fish lips and leaving saliva everywhere. No. Kissing, it can be the biggest turn on or the biggest turn off. Please don't make me turn it off you. It's not hard to kiss well. I don't know why guys sometimes they always they want to hoover me in. No, you kiss bad, ick. See you fucking later. Point 6. Signs of alpha, overly alpha, player vibe, aka you're a cunt. Now gives me the ick. I will admit, early 20s Nicks probably thought it was quite attractive. Saw it as a challenge. Oh, he's alpha, I love that. He can take control in the bedroom. No, he's just going to take control in general, because he's a cunt. If you come in too macho, too alpha from the get-go, I have no fucking interest in you anymore. It means that this is basically who you are. I've been spurned. Spurned? Is that it? Is it burned? I've been through a lot, okay, with alpha cunts. So for me, personally, that's an ick. I like someone who is quietly confident. Of course, I do make it very clear I do like my men to be dominant in a way of their personalities, but being dominant doesn't mean alpha arsehole energy. There is a difference. Learn it. Point 7, horrendous chat. Oh, give me the ick faster than that. I was chatting to this dude at the weekend. Was it? The weekend before. And I was just talking in the street, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's from me. Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, like that," touching me at the same time. And I went to be like, "Don't fucking touch me. I don't know you." And then I can't remember what I said. And he was like, "Yeah, chill, girl, chill. Yeah, relax, girl." I'm like, I am relaxed and I am chilled, but don't fucking speak to me like that. You want to set me off any quicker? It's like a red flag to a bull. Chill, girl. Yeah, chill. Yeah, relax. I fucking hate being told to relax when there's not in a problem. It's like he was superimposing himself above me in that moment by telling me to chill and relax when I was like really having a great time. I feel like it's very negative, and I got immediate, I wanted to punch him. I think horrendous chat is the biggest ick. You can be so fucking stunning, and if you open your mouth and you're making bad jokes that aren't funny, or you're coming out with some cringy shit, or you talk like that, and you downplay women, or you come out with the most random stuff. Oh, horrendous chat is my major ick. I'm like, shut your fucking mouth, you cheapskate. Get out of my face. Bye. Point 8. You're sex-focused at all times. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, guys. If you stop acting like all you want is to get fucking laid, you got a higher chance of getting laid. That's basic maths for you. I've always declared myself as a modern-day Pythagoras with my 6T blowjob technique. This is my other rule. Act like you don't want to get laid. You will get laid. You literally sit there across me and make it obvious all you want to do is fuck me and go. I got the ick. Because it's like, yeah, we all got needs. And also, yes, I don't want you to sit there and pretend you want a relationship when really all you want is a one-night stand. I appreciate honesty at all times, yes. But when it's all about sex, let me guess your bra size. You can guess it all you want because you ain't fucking removing it. Oh, yeah, let me guess what your favourite position is. Oh, yeah, how about, we get back to mine. Let's get dessert to take away, yeah? I just icked myself out. Come on, darling. I don't know why all my men are chavvy British cunts in this, but I'm giving them the accent and we're rolling with it. Come on, darling. Let's go back to mine and have some fucking dessert, innit? Okay, now I've given myself the ick. But you know what I mean? You can be honest. You can be like, look, had a credible day, like, love to go back with you. I am not in the frame of mind for anything serious right now, but like, you know, if you want to grab a bottle and we can continue on, yeah. If you're constantly directing the fucking chat to sex, touching me in ways I don't want to be touched and I haven't given you consent, making out like you're some sex lord, ugh, ick. Ick, ick, ick. Point 9, smelling bad. Easy one. You stink, you smell bad, bad breath, no aftershave, BO, ick. Sorry. Hygiene's important. Done deal. And don't even get me started on smelly dicks. Oh, God. Is there anything worse than a cheesy dick? No, there's not. That can be another episode in itself. Point 10, personal issue here. You're making cringy TikToks. If I see a guy making any kind of cringy TikTok content, like doing the dancing but badly, or maybe I'm just old, okay? I'm a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z. That cringes me out. I don't think, yeah, come at me. I think you look like a immature loser. This is probably going to trigger people on TikTok, but not saying I don't like TikTok content. I do. I just can't bear the cringiness that I watch some shit and I'm like, are you not as humiliated for doing this as I am watching it? I'm humiliated on your behalf, bro. Savvy? Point 11, you eat with your mouth open. Fucking stop doing it. This. Oh my God. Even just listening to me do that. That's awful. Not only do I not want to hear you chew every mouthful, I don't want to see what you just put in your mouth. And the worst is when they still talk. They're chewing with their mouth open, then they're talking while they're eating, and you can see all the food moving around. Oh my God. I gotta be fucking honest. My ex, he ate like a troll, and I would sit across the table and look at him and I'd start to feel a bit sick. Like, honestly, I'd want to leave because watching him eat made me not hungry. I had to really overcome that. This was stuff I only found out down the line. Like, if I saw it on date 1, he wouldn't have got past date 1. It was vile. I was like, ew. Like, why are you eating like a fucking slob? Eat with your mouth closed, chew it, eat quietly, talk when your mouth is not full of food, and don't spit food. Done. Point number 12, being rude to strangers and or service staff, and basically being rude to people when you're out and about. If I catch you talking down to a waiter or a waitress when we're at a dinner or a bar, that sets the tone for the kind of person you are, and you can go fuck yourself. Nobody deserves to be spoken to in that way. No, you are not above anyone. Don't be rude to people. Be kind to everyone, especially people and strangers in the street. You don't know what they're going through. So if you're rude to anyone in my presence, you've got fucking immediate block. Don't do it. And it doesn't do well for your own. Like, if you're really rude like that, you're going to be rude to people forever, and you're probably going to be rude to me. Like, if you can talk to strangers like that, imagine how you're going to talk to your missus when you get comfortable. Nah. Point 13, not offering to split the bill. I always offer every first date at least to pay. If a guy lets me pay, and it has happened, by the way, let me pay the full amount, didn't even offer to split it. Oh, no. Fucking no. Offer, make the reach. I don't vibe that. Usually guys are pretty good these days. Like, no, keep it away, Nix. I've got this one. But in the past, yeah, they have. They've let me pay on date 1. Nah. Ick. Point 14, mansplaining. Oh. If you mansplain something to me like I'm a fucking cretin, I'm going to get an immediate ick. I can't remember, one of my colleagues mansplained an animal to me. An animal. And I remember looking at him and I was like, did you just try and tell me the difference of animal? Bearing in mind, animals are my thing anyway, but it was a fucking really obvious scenario. And I'm like, nah. Or he mansplains stuff to me that I already know because it's part of my job role and I've done it for 15 years of my life. I pull him up on it. We're really, really close. But you mansplain to me on a date. You're not my colleague. And you talk down to me as if you think I don't understand the basics of life. Or it's a really complicated thing that I couldn't possibly grasp with my pretty little head. Fuck off. Literally fuck off. You obviously don't know who you're on a date with. Mansplain anything to me. And if you do it more than once, got the ick. See you fucking later. And finally, point 15, touching me too much and too soon. Don't touch me inappropriately on the first date. Don't touch me when we're just chatting in a group of friends. I've had it so many times. I feel hands on my waist, on my arse, on my arm. Guys trying to make the move and I have to awkwardly walk away. If you touch me in a way that I haven't given you any signal to do so and I barely know you, nah, ick. I'll literally shuffle away and that's the end of that. Good luck trying to talk to me again. There we go. My 15 top icks when it comes to dating. I'd love to hear your thoughts, dudes. Have you done any of these by accident? Have you done any of these on purpose? Do you do these things now and not realise that they're ick-worthy? Dolls, are you with me on this? Is there anything you'd add to this list? Is there anything in this list that actually doesn't bother you? Hit me up. I want to hear your thoughts on my ick list. Get in touch at Nixalina, Nixalina. You can find me on Instagram or TikTok. And give me your opinions. Let's have a chat. In the meantime, thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I will see you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splice Cast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, Nixalina.com. That's Nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.